Just start singing.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Xmas Your Enthusiasm. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about it from season 12, and then we'll get back to regular, total random choosing the episodes. Is from season 12, episode 3, Vertical Drag, Horizontal Tug. I don't remember. I don't even know if I've rewatched this one since it came out. I mean, I must have rewatched it at least once because I love the show so much. But this title doesn't even ring a bell. Debuted on February 18th, 2024. I don't know why I tell you nice people that. And I had the IMDb description all queued up. But then I got distracted and started dicking around, so I'm kind of talking like that right now. Oh, here we go. Vertical drop, horizontal tug. Larry's improved golf game causes trouble with an acclaimed actor. Freddy helps his neighbors through a delicate issue. Ooh. All right, Larry's record halfway through the season, after 5 episodes, is 18-26, which I feels like is a low amount of scores. But anyway, this episode is a fucking gruesome 40 minutes long, so we'll see how that goes. Don't forget, of course, this season of Xmas Your Enthusiasm is brought to you by Cheetos. Cheetos, fuck you. We know you eat them. Okay, right off the bat, Larry, he doesn't want to eat his bagel, so he's driving with Leon. He sees a homeless guy standing there like 10 feet away. He says, "Hey, do you want this bagel?" The guy's excited. He comes running over, and Larry freaks out and throws it at him. Because, God forbid, he hand it to this poor guy whose eyes lit up when he saw, oh, good, I can eat this guy's trash bagel. And Larry just throws it at him. Fuck you, Larry David. 0-1. 0-1. Also, don't forget this season of Xmas Your Enthusiasm is brought to you by Cheetos. Cheetos, fuck you. We know you eat them. Okay, now this pisses me off. We have Tracy Ullman and Leon together in a scene. I haven't even started watching it. I immediately hit pause. Is another... I wish these two were in a ton of scenes. Again, put these two in a car, put it cross country, I'm watching. Oh, God. Oh, Tracy Ullman batted 1,000 at the short time she was on the series, and of course, Leon's just the greatest. Okay, Larry gets an easy win here. Irma, that's her name, Tracy Ullman, announces the Wordle for the day, and so Larry's pissed off, rightfully so. In the year 2024, giving away the Wordle for the day was an immortal sin. What's 5 letters for motherfucking dipshits? Unscramble that, whatever. Larry, 1-1. Ooh, Larry gets another easy win here with Leon. This is the episode, now it's coming back to me, where Leon, by the way he sits, just shows his balls. They just hang there, and Larry freaks out, like, don't let me see your fucking balls. And what's weird is Leon fights back. It's not like, oh shit, sorry. Anyway, I think this comes up again. 2-1 Larry, easy W. Thank you, Leon's balls. Okay, now Larry once again snatches defeat from the jaws of victory. He almost does the right thing. He goes to his neighbor. He says, his father died. I'm going to go give my condolences. Am I getting sick? Do I feel... or I'm sitting here and hacking y'all's ears for the next 20 minutes. Anyway, he's like, oh, my neighbor's father died. I should go do the right thing as a neighbor. And it's okay. That's nice. It's the least he can do, but okay. First of all, he fucking shows up in a sweatshirt. And the neighbor is black. So it's mostly black people here, and they're dressed up. They have suits on. Larry strolls in in a sweatshirt. And it's not like they're BFFs. We've never seen these people. Larry has no idea. And right off the bat, that doesn't bode well. And then he's talking to the guy. He finds out, oh, it's not his father, it's his father-in-law. So Larry's like, oh, well, that's better. And so now the guy's pissed off at him. And it's like, why would you even... be a normal human, just nod your head. Yep, sorry. Eat, stuff your fucking face, drink as much booze as you can, and then go home and talk shit on the guy. Like a normal fucking human. Hey, can you believe this asshole had me thinking it was his father? Yeah, but don't do it there. What a fucking idiot. 2-2. That was the sound of my pen. And yeah, would have scored it that way anyway, but the fucking sweatshirt doesn't fucking help, Larry. Doesn't help. Okay, I'm going to try to wrap this one. I think it pops up later and on. So, So this is this guy's father-in-law's wake, and Larry's getting ready to leave because the guy's like, "Could you fucking leave?" And I think I'm just gonna be hacking the rest of this show, guys. But then the guy pops up and he's like, "Oh, Larry, about the lemon tree." It turns out they share. There's a lemon tree on the edge of both of their properties, and it's broken or something. I don't know what the fuck you do with the tree. And he's like, we got to get it fixed, and I'll give you the cost, your half of it. And then Larry's like, it's your tree. I'm not. Why would I pay for it? Yada yada. And they go back and forth. Now, I'll be honest. I don't love the guy brought it up. Like, it's your father-in-law's wake. You made it very obvious you want Larry to get out of there because he's being an asshole. Why would you stop him and then bring something up absurd like that? Yeah, I think it's like $1,200 or something, if I remember, which I don't. But this is just classic. Larry, just fuck. For someone who claims to hate people or being around people, he loves being around people if he can argue about minuscule amounts of money. Like, this is a hard time for this guy anyway. Just pay the fucking couple grand or whatever and shut the fuck up. Move on. You're never going to talk to this guy again throughout the show. We know this. Larry, that's a loss. 2 and 3. Jesus Christ. All right, I don't love the guy. He's laying the guilt on Larry pretty thick. I don't love that, but I'm sticking with my score. You know what just occurred to me? What if it comes down to the final episode of XMAS Your Enthusiasm after, what are there, 120 episodes? We've done 119. We have the big finale. We're going to see how Larry does. What if it's super close and it comes down to, like, it's tied up and there's one last fight to grade? Like, would I have the integrity to do the right thing, or would I try to skew it? Would I be Ted Williams sitting out on 399.996 or whatever, or the Ted Williams that goes out and bumps his batting average up to 406? Boy, that would be thrilling. If I could orchestrate that over the next 100 episodes, I would. But there's no chance of that. But that just popped in my head, and it terrifies me because there's no chance I would be able to pull that off without everybody calling bullshit on me. Anyway, just had to get that out. Sorry. Okay, quick note on Vince Vaughn's character. And I know I beat Vince up earlier, a couple episodes ago. I call him Vince. Why did they even call him a Funkhauser after we lost the Funk Man? If they never referenced him again, like Vince Vaughn's character, he never references Funkhauser. Like, oh, I remember when, I don't even know, is it his cousin or uncle or whatever? Why even bother? Why not just have him, why not just make him Vince Vaughn? Vince Vaughn. Or a whole different character as opposed to this, like, watered down non-Vince Vaughn. And then you're not even going to reference Funkhauser with him anyway. So what's the fucking point? Fucking A. I hate this show. I love it. I love you, Larry. I'm sorry. I love you, Vince Vaughn. Okay, so everybody's at Susie's for her birthday, and Larry's been out of shape because Susie loves Ted and Cheryl's present more than his. Now, he got her some sort of, I don't know what it is, some muscle relaxer. I have no idea. But he's pissed off because she seems to love Ted and Cheryl's gift, which is, say it with me, a fucking puppy. I'm sorry. There's only one gift on earth better than a puppy, and that is 2 puppies. You got to surrender. I don't know what the fuck he's bitching about. Number one, whatever garbage gift you gave, I don't even know what the fuck it is. I want to say it's a vibrator. It looks like a vibrator, but dreaming about competing with a puppy. So I don't know. 2 and 4. You're out of your fucking mind if you. Okay, now Larry gets a win. He's at the golf course and he's sitting there on the bench watching some instructor give tips to some guy, and the guy is pissed off because he sees Larry, like eavesdropping to get a free lesson, kind of, and so they go back and forth, and it's like, who cares? What do you care? You're standing there in the wide open. He's surrounded by people. There's people everywhere. You're getting paid no matter the fucking what. Come on. I can't get. Nobody knows or cares less about the golf world than me. And my first instinct was, Larry, I understand there are rules you need to follow, and this looks like one you're not following. But then you look around, there's 100 people there anyway, so fuck it. 2 and 4, Larry. Don't forget, this season of XMAS Your Enthusiasm is brought to you by Cheetos. Cheetos, fuck you. We know you eat them. 2 and 4, Larry. 2 and 4. All right, they're on the golf course, and first of all, we love to see you, Richard Lewis. And this is an interesting one for Larry because I knew this was coming, but I forgot how it turned out. For whatever happens, Richard's like, I'm leaving you. I'm putting you in my will. I'm leaving money for you. And Larry says, don't do it. Don't do it. And I'm about to, like, all right, who cares? Just fucking. But Larry actually says, I don't need it. Give it to someone who does. And I was like, wow, that's actually very. Now, then they fight and whatever. But I'm giving Larry the win. That's very. And he's even like, gives a General Sherman reference on Richard. Nice going there, Larry. Are you turning this episode around? Let's see. We still have like 4 hours left in this fucking episode. This is fucking miserable. Speaking of fucking Sherman, I feel like I'm marching across Georgia this fucking episode. All right, now they're yelling at Larry because he hit some guy that's like 100 yards away. He was teeing off. He hit a guy. Now, it turns out to be this deaf guy, and that thinks he's going to be a thing. But even then, they're yelling. Like, I think the greatest golfer in the world, you stand them a couple 100 yards away from somebody. I'm not betting money he's hitting that person, right? I mean, are we crazy? Fuck, Larry David has climbed back up to 500 in this episode, 4-4. Although I think this probably gets ugly since the guy's deaf, but we'll give Larry a little sunshine right now anyway. And Larry gets another one because he's profusely, now that he's gotten in the car and come down to see these guys, profusely apologizing, and they're screaming at him. It's like, this is like, it helps to have a bigger asshole on the golf course. It helps to have 3 bigger assholes on the golf course. One of whom is deaf, and he's yelling at Larry. It's like, well, I guess he did get hit. He has a right to, but what the fuck, guys? 5-4, Larry. Right, Larry's piling up the W's here. He offers, now it's kind of strange, but he offers the guy, he's like, hey, how about I send you DoorDash dinner? Whatever you want, I'll send a big DoorDash dinner to you. And everybody's like, fuck you, Larry. The translator wouldn't even tell the deaf guy, apparently. And they're just yelling at him. So what the fuck? 6-4, Larry. Larry just hanging around on this golf course. Apparently that's like the beehive for fucking assholes who make you look good, which is fucking incredible. It's like there's an asshole party in the mouth and everybody's coming. I mean, this is fucking like douchebag university on this golf course, Larry. Stick around, bro. 6-4, Larry. Wow. Okay, it looks like his runaway success on the golf course is about to end. All of a sudden they hear coyotes in the distance, and Larry goes, it sounds like they're eating a puppy. Like, I guess that's a sound Larry knows. So they're like, oh shit, what if it's Susie's new puppy? And Larry convinces them, well, what if it is her? What are you gonna do about it? Nothing you do, so we might as well keep playing. First, I mean, how's that gonna come out? I mean, you're never gonna win the fuck it, it's just a puppy argument. Plus, isn't this the exact argument Larry made when Kevin Nealon, the episode with him, they're all playing poker, and Yoshi, the kamikaze bingo, he tried to commit suicide, and everyone's like, I guess we should stop playing poker, and Larry's like, well, what are we gonna do? Nothing we can do. Let's keep playing. Larry's response to death seems to be, see you at the funeral, and that's it. So I don't know how this puppy thing is gonna go. Well, we'll see. All right, a couple things. The dog's okay. The dog's fine, guys. And Susie is wearing not a sweater, but some sort of short sleeve velvet leisure suit, purple, that is straight off of like an old lady's cartoon from the 70s if she was like at a gym. This is beyond hideous, and even though it doesn't count as one of Susie's sweaters, this may go straight to the Hall of fucking Fame. But like idiots, for some reason, instead of keeping their fucking trap shut, these idiots immediately let it be known that even after they thought that this dog might have been eaten, they kept playing golf. So guess who pins their fucking ears back? 6'5", Larry. It's tough to beat a puppy. This little fucking yippity dog has destroyed Larry. This dog is undefeated against Larry, and Larry has not learned at all. 6'5", Larry. I should ding him twice, because not only do they just admit everything, but they said, well, they just say, oh, well, we assumed he was dead. Like, wouldn't a normal person say, oh, well, I assumed he was okay, and like, what are the odds it was him? Or at least try that. Like, even that's bullshit, and you're losing that. But to just say, oh, we assumed he was dead? Who the fuck comes up with it? This is fucking atrocious. I should ding him again, but that's not right. I mean, God, this motherfucker's testing me tonight. I mean, this is, ugh. And then Larry makes it even worse by telling Susie, you know what? I didn't even think about you during all this. It's like, how is this the original George Costanza? Costanza would have sailed through this without even turning half his brain on. This would have been, a walk in the park for Costanza. How is this the original George Costanza? This is fucking not as hideous as Susie, whatever the hell Susie's wearing. No, you know what? I'm wrong. This is fucking hideous. This is not George Costanza. You should be fucking embarrassed, Larry. I mean, again, I wish I could score more losses than that one, but it's only one thing. But it's like those old time cartoons when the guy, the rabbit or something, is at the top of this ladder, wooden ladder, and breaks the rung, and then breaks every rung beneath and just keeps going down. That's how Larry was during that scene. Just kept stepping like a fucking idiot. Ugh. I guess you know what? I keep threatening to bring my goddaughter on to call me on my bullshit for my cussing. I gotta try to stop saying the fuck so much. I'll put that on my to-do list. And Larry's spiraling. Now his neighbor comes over. He's like, hey, here's the bill for the tree. Can we talk about it and split it? $2,700. Now that's the number. I don't know if that's Larry's half or it's the total. Larry's arguing, so that's one off. So 6 and 6. And then he keeps going, and he wants to tell this guy, the guy's last name is Tubman, and now he wants to tell the guy, that's not very Tubman of you. So I guess Larry wants to explain to this guy what Harriet Tubman would have done. I don't even need to hear this bullshit. That's another loss. 6 and 7, Larry. Let's see how dumb it gets. Spoiler alert, it got really fucking dumb. So, of course, Larry... It turns out that was the whole thing. Larry's half is only $1,350. Larry's dancing a jig now because the guy ran out saying, don't worry about it, I'm paying it all, because Leon showed up and wagged his balls around. The guy saw his balls. And Larry couldn't be happier. And it's like, well, now your next door neighbor not only hates you, but will have no problem letting everybody else in the neighborhood know that you might be a racist motherfucker. All for the price. And so every time you leave your house, walk outside your house now, it could be uncomfortable. All to save $1,350, which is probably 1/100th of what you made while I was sitting here talking about it. It's just fucking insane. But this is the world we live in. I'm sorry, I had to get that off my chest, among other things. Easy win for Larry. Now Mr. Takayashi, the club owner, comes up and he's yelling at him about hitting the guy. From a couple hundred yards away. Again, it's so ridiculous. Easy win for Larry. This is like a huge, big collective. Sometimes it helps to have a bigger asshole in the room. Everybody is an asshole about this. It's really incredible. Maybe I just don't understand golf. Or humans. I don't know. 7 and 7, Larry. Ooh, double whammy for Larry here. Now the guy's yelling at him about stealing a lesson from this guy. But again, I understand there's etiquette and there's being uncouth, but the guy was just standing there in the middle of this crowd giving this lesson. Like, you couldn't help but fucking pay attention and watch. Easy win for Larry. Breaks up above 500, 8 and 7. Piling it up in this episode, Larry. Just stay on the fucking golf course. These somehow are the only people on earth who make you look good. Just stay on the fucking golf course. Okay, now Larry gets busted. He's taking a dump in the men's room at this golf course. Now, again, this late, I talked about an episode or two ago, this late period curb where Larry gets into shit humor, I am just not with. I am not down with it, Larry. I'm not down with the brown joke because I'm not into that. Plus, this is the same Larry that refused to piss in public toilets at some point, but now he's just shitting everywhere. But the guy, the same instructor from before, is giving some guy some quick little lesson in the locker room. Larry can't help but overhear him. So the guy's yelling at him for overhearing, getting another free lesson. And it's like, he's sitting there shitting. He can't help but, he has human ears. You're standing there in the middle of the fucking locker room. You're going to yell at him because he didn't just start screaming like a siren when you started talking so that he wouldn't steal a lesson from you? Man, the fucking ass. Larry, just stay at this golf course. You are incredible. You're an angel here. 9 and fucking 7. Just stay at the golf course. This season, of course, of XMAS Your Enthusiasm is brought to you by Cheetos. Cheetos, fuck you. We know you eat them. Okay, now everybody's back at Susie's, and everybody starts screaming at Larry about the dog thing. We heard about you with the whole, he's probably dead anyway, so let's keep playing. And Larry's arguing and everything. And this is incredible. Larry is undefeated on the golf course, just running over motherfuckers like Earl Campbell. But he just, every time he turns around, he runs into this fucking puppy, which is a buzzsaw. Damn. 9 and 8 Larry, and he is looking bad up against this puppy. Oof. All right, now Larry and Ted dancing, getting some argument. Ted's pissed. He's like, I should have been the one who got arrested in Atlanta. And Larry's arguing, and Larry's argument is like, I'm authentic, I'm me, I look out for me, and I'm not bullshit, you're full of shit. And I don't, Ted just looks stupid. That's all I can say. He just looks like, you sound like an idiot when you say, I should have been the one that did something good instead of you. You're not going to win that. You look like an idiot. Ted Danson, 10-8 Larry. And Larry steps in it because he thinks it's going to be clever to shit on Ted by yelling out today's Wordle. Susie, fuck you. Yeah, Larry, you can't have yelled at Tracy Ullman earlier about that and then turn around and do it yourself. And he looked like a child doing it. He was so gleeful doing it. Big loss. I wish I could count that one twice. 10-9, Larry David, 10-9. Okay, I can't believe we made it this far in this episode without stumbling into the very curious curb axiom of by law, Larry David is not allowed to leave his house without bumping into, seeing somebody he knows. So now he's driving. Of course, we got to circle back to he's eating a bagel in his car. He sees a homeless guy. He's like, hey, do you want this? The guy's like, yeah, he's about to get up. And Larry's like, no, stay there. And, of course, Larry throws it. And, of course, just happened to be walking by is the guy, the deaf golfer that Larry hit with his golf ball. The guy just bebop and just walks right into it like that fucking bird and Randy Johnson back in the day. Just happens to be strolling by. Boom. Larry throws it, hits him. The guy flips him off, throws it back at Larry. I mean, the odds of that are 0.00000.0% on planet Earth. But, there we go. Larry loses that one. Back to 500, 10-10. A lot of scoring here. Well, it is 9,000 hours long, which is exactly how long it is we're led to believe Leon's balls hang on a regular basis, according to this episode, by the way. All right, so the rest of the episode was, plot-wise, beyond the dumbest shit you can imagine. But there is, first of all, Tracy Ullman has a scene, and everything she says is hilarious. And there's a scene with Larry and Leon that is just all-time classic, Hall of Fame curb. Both of them are just fucking awesome, hilarious. All right, so kind of treading water here. Larry goes 10-10 this episode, bringing his season record up to 28-36. All right, so that is, what the hell's the name of this thing? Vertical drag, horizontal tug. For XMAS You Enthusiasm, don't forget this entire season is brought to you by Cheetos. Cheetos, fuck you. We know you eat them. Thanks a lot for listening, everybody. We'll see you next time.